Okay, so what does Black Sabbath, All Time Low, Silversun Pickups, and Kings of Leon all have in common? Well, they all use what I call magical spots on the fretboard in some of their popular songs. So if you've ever heard that old song, War Pigs by Black Sabbath, there's this little phrase right in the intro, it goes, alright? And Something's Gotta Give by All Time Low goes like, and Lazy Eye by Silversun Pickups goes, and Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon goes, so what is it on the guitar that all these players are doing that allows them to make all these cool notes and chords against that low E string? Well, that brings us to our first magical spot on the fretboard, and that, my friends, is right here. So this is like the 11th fret of the A string. So when you play these two notes, the low E and this note here, you get a major third that's spread across the octave, right? So this is basically two notes of a major chord, essentially, right? So from here, you can build more notes on top of it, or you can use notes from your E major scale. You can create some cool stuff. So I'm gonna show you how you can expand upon this for yourself, all right? So first off, let's build a chord around this sound. Let's expand on that, right? So we've got root and a third, all right? We're gonna add this note here, it's a B note. That makes a major chord, E major, right? Okay, very, very simple. On top of that, we're gonna add in another note, major seventh, that's D sharp. Okay, very nice, lush sounding chord. Now, if we just take the notes from the A and the D strings, these ones here, and we think about this concept of harmonizing the major scale, and we apply it across those two strings, we can open up a whole bunch of cool chord voicings that are also like have E in the bass, but different harmonies along the way. So check this out right here. So this is a simple exercise or etude that I might play or get students to play to really learn this concept, learn the pattern that's kind of underlying here so we can work within it and make some cool music. So all that's happening here is that we're playing on the A string, we're playing the E major scale in just like a straight line like this. And on top of that, we're playing a third on each of those notes, all right? So there's a certain pattern that happens here in the major scale, all right? So we've got E major, all right? That's a major third. Next one up, we've got F sharp minor, okay? And then we've got G sharp minor. We've got A major, B major, C sharp minor. Last one here, that one's gonna be our D sharp minor or diminished. And the last one, back to this major, right? So you can play any of those dyads, those two notes, over the low E note, and it'll sound cool. You'll have tension and resolution happening within it. And you can apply this to other strings on the fretboard just by moving this whole concept down towards the floor or up in pitch. Back in 2018, I was in a band. We called ourselves Noise Party. Then we called ourselves Threads. Then we broke up. And we had this song that used some of these chords, and I'll play it for you right here. I've got to give credit to Craig Davidson for writing that guitar section. I had no part in it, but I learned it, and I was like, whoa, that's a really cool, interesting thing that they've got going on there. All right, magical spot on the fretboard number 2. So for this next one, I'm going to be using mostly the middle 4 strings, and I'll just show you real quick the main kind of pattern that we'll use within here. So within this one, basically, you can approach it like the same key as well, like E major, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A major, B major, C sharp minor, D sharp minor diminished, and then back to E. And you can play that over the A string as well, and that gives you a whole bunch of different sounds. Now we can also take this up even higher, starting from the D string. And we can open up the high 4 strings and have little 2-note shapes that we can play all the way up the fretboard on our G and B strings. And it goes kind of like this. Alright, so if you spend some time practicing around with those shapes, you can come up with something original and unique that sounds cool. You just gotta know where each of those little 2-note chords are. So I hope this lesson is useful for you, and I hope it gives you some ideas on maybe how to craft your next riff or guitar parts. And if you like this video, leave me a like, consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye for now, y'all.